Alright, we're at 9837 West Arizona Avenue in Lakewood, Colorado, 80232. We just completed a cleaning to remove the scale and the roots from the line. We've verified that that has been removed. Now we're going to go in with a final inspection. We're going to start by going out to the city tap. We are entering the line from these outside cleanouts here in the front yard, right by the sidewalk and the driveway, in the mulch. Right. So we've just transitioned from SDR35 PVC, where the outside cleanouts were installed, to the original clay piping. We have 4-foot joint segments running down the length of the line. And we just transferred back to SDR35 PVC because the tap has been replaced. And here we have reached the city tap at 31 feet, PVC to line clay connection. The joint is properly aligned. I'm going to pause video and test flow out to the main and clean off this lens just a little bit. There we go. And we have a nice, quick, strong toilet flush out to the tap. Alright, now we're going through the riser that goes back into the house. So we're starting in PVC. We're going to transfer back to clay, and that's where the roots were. So this was the big blockage of roots right here. Joint is good, holding water. At 32 feet, we are transitioning from clay to cast iron. We are transitioning from internal plumbing, or from external plumbing into the house to the internal plumbing. This is where the scale was heavy. We did run the chain knocker through there a couple times to reduce that scale, and we flushed out majority of the residue. As you can see, most of that scale has been removed. Alright, we've reached the end of the run. This is looking up into the toilet sweep in the basement bathroom. As you can see, the cast iron is in good shape. There is some light scale residue left behind from the cleaner, but there was some heavy scale that was channeling and creating banking. No deterioration of the pipe. Everything is perfectly circular. There's just a little bit of scale residue left behind. This will flush out with normal use. The chains scrape it up and get it loose. We're running water, and then we ran a hose and flushed most of it out. There's just a little bit left behind. After further evaluation and cleaning of the line is in good shape. We do recommend a cleaning every 2 to 4 years to maintain the roots and the scale buildup. You can access the outside cleanouts in the front or the 3-inch cleanout in the laundry room. Pretty easy line to access and maintain. So transition point there at 32 feet is perfect. We're going to check this joint down here, make sure it's still holding water, and then we will be completed. Joint here is holding water. There's just a little bit of separation does happen. It is pretty common when you've got an angled joint tying into a horizontal joint like that, but there is no leakage. We've had water shut off for about 10 minutes, so nothing is trickling through there, and then we are back to the PVC. So recommendations moving forward is just to maintain the sewer line, have it cleaned every 2 to 4 years to reduce scale and roots. I'm going to end the voiceover.